Hey, I see you are in plain clothes now. So when did you get on the TAC team? I thought you had to have a few years on the job to get on that team.
Well, you do, but my dad is a commander, so he made a few phone calls. Anyway, what's it to you? Why don't you go do some reports on the desk why the real cops work the street?
You young cops are all the same. By the way, I'm the real police. In fact, I have more arrests on Wednesday nights than you have in your whole career. By the way, don't the shitheads on the street call you something?
Yes, they call me cartoon because I'm so damn funny. By the way, did you read the police blog? Jody stripped 4 more cops of the police power last night.
Yeah, I read it. Jody the caveman already let 2 of them back on the street. Turns out they didn't do anything after all.
We all know they didn't do anything. Jody just loves to fuck with real police. I mean, that's how you get promoted in the FBI. You have to reach a quota of fucking over the local police to make boss. Speaking of the blog, isn't it funny how bitter some of the cops are out there? I think only the real police should be able to write on the blog. Guys who work in the pussy districts like 16 and 8 shouldn't be able to write shit. They're just the fake police anyway.
You are right, I have more time on the shitter than some of those cops in the pussy districts. I mean, if I hear another story about traffic tickets, I'm going to eat my gun.
I have a friend who works in 22. He thinks a busy night on the job is getting 3 jobs a night. Can you imagine if he really had to do work? I have a good idea to help the department save money. All the cops in pussy districts like 16, 8, 22 and 19, they should be called armed security and cut their pay so real cops can get a decent raise.
I think you are right on that. I mean, let's face it, we are the only guys taking any kind of risks out here. When we lock up dope dealers and murderers, we get CR numbers, and Jody tries to fire us. Then you have these traffic cops doing nothing and thinking because they never get a CR they are good cops or something.
My dad told me if I work here in 11 for another year, he will send me to TRU. Then after that I will go to the strike team. Then my dad says when I'm ready he can get me on the SWAT team. What a gig that is. I figure after 10 years I will get meritorious sergeant.
Don't you need to take a test to get on the SWAT team? From what I hear, it's a hard test.
No, my dad, the commander, is really heavy. He knows everyone. Even the midget mayor. One phone call from my old man and I go wherever I want. This is Chicago after all. You don't really think you go to a unit without a phone call, do you?
Yeah, I know that. I once had an interview at SOS. The guy asked me who was going to call on my behalf. I told him no one. He just started laughing at me and said, "Sorry, you won't come here." Then I said, "Why not? I have over 2,000 arrests in my career." He said, "Sorry, Charlie, this is Chicago. It's not what you do, it's who you know."
Speaking of SOS, what the hell is going on with that case? 2 of the cops didn't even do anything wrong and had to go to Cook County Jail. Some dirty-ass politicians tried to make their career on the back of those 2 cops. Did you notice that when they got charged on bullshit they were all over the news, but when all the charges were dropped no one had a press conference to say sorry to them for fucking them over for 2 years?
Yeah, that's the Chicago way. By the way, I heard of a new scam going on. One of the shitbirds on the west side told me about it. He says he has 5 kids with his baby mama. He had his mother call DCFS on his baby mama and tell them they were being abused. DCFS then came to the house and made all the kids wards of the state. They then gave all the kids to the grandmother to raise. The state now gives her $700 a month per kid. She also gets a link card for food.
So let me get this straight. This lady get $3,500 a month plus free food to watch her own grandkids. That's bullshit.
You're telling me, get this, the shitbird and his baby mama lie to the state and live with grandmother too, so they all live together and get paid not to work.
God bless America. No wonder our country is going to shit. Anyway, I have to go. I just heard on the radio that 2 mules are robbing a liberal lady on the Blue Line train. Time for the real police to get a department commendation.
Be careful, cartoon. I hear Jody has a new caveman policy. Every time you get a commendation you get suspended for 2 days. Just to let you know, he is the boss. To be continued.